What up guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So as you can see today we're going to take a look at Sludge Factory by Alice in Chains. And we're going to take a look at the Unplugged version, which is played on the acoustic guitars obviously. And just personally I like this version a little bit better than the studio one. Obviously both are great, but I just prefer this one a little bit better. And the song is pretty straightforward, very kind of simple, nothing too complicated here. We're going to take a look at all of the parts. We have the intro, the verses, the chorus, and also the solo section. All of the tabs are going to be available at GuitarForce.com. The link is going to be in the description box down below. Tuning for this song is standard for Alice in Chains, which is half step down on all the strings, but we also tune down the low E string another step. So it's like a dropped D tuning, but with all the strings being tuned down half a step. I'm going to play you my low E, which is the D flat technically, so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's go for the close-up and start the lesson. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the intro riff, which is also being played during the verses, very simple, and it goes like this. Alright, so all we do is we simply put the first finger on the first fret and we're going to be playing on the lower three strings, so E, A and D, this chord, and then what we do is just simply add the pinky on the third fret of the D string, a little rest, and then we play the whole D chord, D sus2, so the high E string is open. And the difference here between the intro and the verses is that when we play during the intro and also in between the sections, you want to play it as loud as possible, and also, you know, just giving that the chord to ring out, and we simply play just random picking pattern on the lower string, so on the whole chord. Right? When you go into the verses, you want to quiet down a little bit, so you play the first part, and then we play the chord, and also there is a little kind of chugs going on the lower strings while Lane is singing. So it's in dynamics, the whole thing. Also, just another little suggestion here. Or what they do is when they play this, sometimes they play a reverse rake of the chord before going into the verses. So kind of closer to the bridge, and you drag the pick across the strings and you get that nice sound. Right, so before going into the verse. Alright, so just a little trick here. That's basically it for the whole intro slash verses riff. Like I said, it's very simple. The whole thing is in dynamics here. You play random picking stuff on the whole chord, and that's about it. The next section is the chorus. So first I'm going to play through. We have two different parts there. They are alternating. They have a specific order. So we're gonna take a look at that as well. So first I'm gonna play the two parts, and then we're gonna break them down. So it goes like this. Alright, so what I just played is basically the first chorus. So it starts off just like the intro riff with the first two chords. But then after that we go into the A power chord, and then the lead guitar is playing, the first part goes like this. So it starts off on the B string 3-5-4, and also while you're playing these notes you can add the high E string open if you want to. And then we slide up to the 10th fret, 8, then we go to G string 7-6-5, then on the D 5-4-3, and then onto the A string and we play. So it's 3-4-5. And then the last note is going to be 5th fret on the D string, like that. There are a couple of ways how you can play it. You can play it like that, 3-4-5 and then 5th fret on the D, or you can play 3-4 and then play the D and the G strings open if you want to. And again, the whole thing here is in the rhythm. So one more time, kind of slower, it's going to be like this. And then after the first time when we play this part, we play again the A string open, kind of the chord. Then the second part is going to be so again, starts off with the 3-4-5 on the B string, but then we go to the G string, we go 5-4-2, 4, a half step bend here on the 4th fret, then we play again 4-2, 3 on the D string, then we have 2 on D, and then so it's 3 on the A, 2 on the D, open G string. And again, the whole thing is in the rhythm. So one more time, this second part goes like this. Now, structure-wise, it's a little bit weird. During the first chorus, we play first part, then second part, and then we play 2 times the first part, so we have 2 of these in the end. Sorry. In the end we play 2 of these, so 1-2, 1-1. During the second chorus, again they alternate between these 2 parts, and again we play first part, second, and then 2 times the first part. And then for the second round they play 3 times the second part and once the first part. Okay, and I forgot to mention, when you play last time this part, before going back to the verses or the section between the parts, once you get to the D string, to the 5th fret, and you play 5-4-3, you go right into the chords like that. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Alright, so we got one more section left, which is the guitar solo, and what I'm going to do, instead of explaining note by note, I'm just going to play it through a little bit slower, so you can hear the rhythmical side of things and also the melody. And in the tablature you will see exactly the notes that I'm playing. And just to mention that the whole solo is based on the D minor pentatonic with some odd notes here and there. But the main important thing is just to remember the melody. So I'm going to play it through, and in the tablature you will see what are the notes. So it goes like this. Alright guys, so that's it for this lesson. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for checking it out. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.